What is up, Planeswalkers? Theoric 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Don't forget to head on over to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and helps support the channel. Now today, I was initially going to do a deck that was suggested by a longtime viewer, but I couldn't figure out how to get Vivictus Atali to work very well. If you guys have any suggestions on how to make this deck really good, well, not really good, but interesting and playable, please hit me up. I did try to do like all permanents, so if you could have as many permanents as you can in the deck and as few non-permanents, that'd be fantastic. Anyway, what we're playing instead, because I couldn't get this darn thing to work against cough cough, is it Drakes, which I'm sick of. As you can see, it's no longer on the screen because I'm probably not going to make a video on it because I hate that deck so much. Anyway, we're playing Easy Mode Ramp. This again is coming from your boy Mr. Easy Mode, one of the first, if not the first patron, one of the really early viewers of the channel, really early supporter, and dude's making content now, so definitely head on over to his channel, check out some of his stuff, and, you know, give him pointers. Even if you don't like him just yet, you know, we weren't all perfect starting out new. My new stuff was trash. Check him out, even if you don't like him and stay initially. You know, I'm keeping tabs on him, so just check him out, give him some feedback. He makes really cool decks. This is the third deck of his I've played, and I've had fun every time I've played it, and you guys seem to have enjoyed them every time I play them, so definitely give him a shout out. Now this deck, as you can see, it's a ramp deck, but one thing that our mono red-ish ramp deck was missing was Pelakka Wurms. Because this card's awesome. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. This card is the bee's knees, except it doesn't have knees, and there are no bees in the art. Anyway, this is a kind of variant, this is a different ramp deck that includes more ramp and luckily more card draw, which is something that ramp decks do seem to kind of need. So we're starting off with 4 Llanowar Elves. This is kind of the weakest feeling card in the deck, but it does serve a really nice purpose, being able to jump you into your 3 drops of Elvish Rejuvenator and Gift of Paradise, as well as being a decent chump blocker against aggro, and a thing that you could throw away to Chemister's Insight. I haven't really had any situations where Llanowar Elves was like objectively bad, but this is possibly something that could change once we get access to Simic and Gruul, if this deck does continue to develop. We're running 2 main deck Banefires, very similar to the other ramp deck that we were playing. Banefire is kind of our main win condition of we burn our opponent for 10 pretty much twice, and they die, and we win, and it's nice. We're running 2 Blink of an Eyes because sometimes you need something to go away, at least for a turn. That'll give you time enough to set up, draw your Star of Extinction, draw whatever you need, and then deal with it. And for fun extra kicker, you can draw a card. We're running 3 Thaumatic Compass. Thaumatic Compass is just such an incredibly strong card, and make sure that you hit your land drops consistently, and once you get to a point where you no longer need to keep drawing out lands, you get a really effective slowing down tool, something that is going to stymie your opponent from murdering you to death in Spires of Orazca, essentially being a Mazavith effect, which is very helpful, especially against cough cough Drakes. Elvish Rejuvenator is a nice ramp card. Now, you could theoretically run District Guide instead, however, this deck wants to ramp into things because you have other ways of getting lands out of your deck. So Circuitous Routes and Thaumatic Compass will get you lands out of your deck, so you don't need another way to get lands out of your deck. Instead, you would rather have Elvish Rejuvenator ramp you from 3 to 4 mana so that you can, on the next turn, have 5 mana or even more, depending, of course, on when exactly you are doing your rampy shenanigans. Gift of Paradise is very similar to Elvish Rejuvenator in that it ramps you by 1 from 3 to 4, and better than it gains you 3 life. Which is sometimes important against super aggressive decks. If you're able to just have that 1 extra turn thanks to Gift of Paradise, you might be able to land that Pelakka Wurm, land that Star of Extinction, either gain a bunch of life or completely decimate your opponent's board, and at that point you should have stabilized. So that's why Gift of Paradise is one of, in my opinion, the strongest cards in this deck, just for ramp statistics. Chemister's Insight, you need to draw cards. Whereas the other deck kind of relied on treasure maps and things like that to draw cards, this one we actually get to play blue and other colors of spells, and play Chemister's Insight, which is a fantastic art. As I said, late game you can get rid of Llanowar Elves, but you can also just get rid of extra lands that you'd no longer need. Once you get to a certain point, you definitely don't need to go over like more lands. You could probably get to around 10 mana and decide to start chucking lands to Chemister's Insight, drawing you more cards, probably some of them lands, but it allows you to keep the steam going in a deck that does run out of steam relatively quickly because of the fact that most of what you're doing in the early game is putting out lands. For Circuitous Routes, fun fact, we're putting out lands. You just get to put them in play. You go from 4 to 6, on your next turn you'll be on 7. if you can go like 3 to 4, and then you go 4 to 6, and then you play a land, you're on 7, and boom, you play Star of Extinction, Pelakka Wurm, and bada bing, bada boom, you've come really close to winning the game. Speaking of, Pelakka Wurm, it's a 4-mana 7/7 with Trample. And it gain. Why did I say 4-mana 7/7? It's a 7-mana 7/7 with Trample, and it gains your life. I'm not redoing anything. When it dies, you get to draw a card, which is fantastic, but usually the point of this is you hit your opponent a couple of times, and then they die. And if they kill it without exiling it, you get to draw a replacement, and it's great. Star of Extinction. It blows things up. We have 3 of them. It's great. Expansion Explosion. You can copy counter spells. I've done that before. It's really great. You can explosion your opponent, kind of being extra Banefires. It draws you more cards. Fun fact, which is really good with Chemist's Insight. If you have to, you can pay this. You pay 8 mana for this, and you kill one of those stupid, annoying drakes, and you draw 4 cards, and it's great, and you're happy because the stupid drake is dead. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little off topic. Anyway. This is our mana suite. Fun fact, we like to draw cards, so we have a single Arch of Orazca. You could possibly run Field of Ruin here. I don't know if you should cut a basic for it, just because of the amount of cards that get those basics. But I would not cut Arch of Orazca, because Arch of Orazca, it draws cards, and we need to draw cards. And you have the City's Blessing pretty quickly in a deck that puts out a lot of lands. This is our non-basic setup. It is how it is. Into the sideboard, we actually have a lot more play against control than we do against aggro, because aggro typically isn't too big of a problem, unless, of course, you just get totally smorked and your hand is awful. But for that, we do have 3 Fiery Cannonades, not a ton of pirates running around, so usually this is fine. River's Rebuke. You could do this essentially against some decks that, grow really large. For example, Merfolk does get relatively large, so that Fiery Cannonade won't be able to stop completely, so River's Rebuke is nice to bring in. And then, essentially everything else is control. Inescapable Blaze, this is just a win condition. They can't counter this, so you just burn them. 3 of these bad boys is 18 life. If they take 1 shock to the face, they are dead, so. Real good. Carnage Tyrant, can't be countered, real good. Niv-Mizzet, can't be countered. I don't know if you are witnessing a theme here. I don't know if you see a theme with these last 4 cards, but they can't be countered and they're real good against control. Banefire, fun fact, can't be countered, real good against control. Anyway, let's get into some games. And you guys have made it relatively clear that you want to see these games in ranked, so that... I don't know what was going on with that. So we're playing them in ranked. Do I sound a little manic right now? I just ate dinner, so I have a lot of energy. Your opponent has a strange name. We don't have a green source, which is potentially a problem. But we're going second, and we do have expansion. So we can copy draw spells if they're a draw deck. I think this is okay. It's not great. We do need green at some point. Oh god, it's black-based. Oh crap, we're effed. You see nothing, fudge. Alright, cool. So we got a Rootbound Crag. That means we will be able to play our Circuitous Routes. Our opponent could be on blue-black. Why would they be playing Duress? No, I think they're on mono-black control. Fudge all the way off. Alright, they're taking our Circuitous Routes as my expectation. I didn't think about discard decks. Those might pose a problem to us. Because as I said, ramp decks kinda need cards. Black-white? What? Black-white mid-range? Why are you running main deck Duress then? I am incredibly confused. Well, we got another Circuitous Routes, so that's fine. We just play this and then Pelakka Wurm the following turn. Because as I said, this takes us from 4 to 6. That's real good. That's not a knight. That's not a knight. You're in gold. How did this happen? Oh, yes. So we need to get double forest with the Circuitous Routes, because we need to make sure we have triple green for Pelakka Wurm. Oh, something I did forget to mention. We, yes, can play double blue, double red spells and Pelakka Wurms. Obviously, we do need another blue, but look at this. It's another blue. Dauntless Bodyguard? Sure, I'm just going to gain 7 life. And I'm going to block some stuff and things. Probably block this, force him to sack that. I'm not taking that much damage. Ow. Oh no, it's another Dauntless Vanguard. Whatever shall I do? I will chain 2 Pelakka Wurms together. That's what I'll do. You could contempt me, which I think would be lethal still. No, 3, 6, 9, 12. No, it would not be lethal. But it could have Vraska's Contempt. My opponent's playing a really weird Knight tribal deck with only 2 Knights and more soldiers than that. Very, very strange. Easy block on the Valiant Knight, of course. Let you control gain double strike. Oh, less easy. So that still has double strike. So I assume he's not going to attack with... That doesn't do nearly as much as I think he wants it to. I mean, the freebooter's like free attack. I could explosion it for what it's worth. So, I mean, he chooses to either save this, because it doesn't gain toughness, and it doesn't kill my Pelakka Wurm. So he either saves this at 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, I'm still alive. So, is he going to sacrifice to save it? I guess he could do first strike damage, then sacrifice. So, okay, let's see if my opponent sees that. Because they can do first strike damage, and then before normal damage resolves, which, okay, fantastic. My opponent saw it. That was a good play on their part. Never mind. They decided to just let that happen. I assume because they think I'm going to die or something. When that's not true, I'm going to go ahead and play this Pelakka Wurm and laugh at you. Because I'm back to 9, MF, with 2 7/7s. Look at this Pelakka Wurm value. Oh, look at that Arch of Orazca. Bada bing, bada boom. We don't want to die to nowhere, though, so we are still going to pass the turn. And then we can, like, explosion our opponent's Kitesail freebooter. We can then, like, cast spells and things. It's great. Alright, explosion's probably going to go bye-bye, which is fine, because I'll just Banefire the Kitesail freebooter, getting back explosion, and then explosion the other Kitesail. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're all good. We played Pelakka Wurms, and they're great. It's a free attack. Oh, it's a free attack with freebooter. Decided not to take it. Gift of Paradise is nice to see. Do I actually want to take... Huh. Maybe just Gift of Paradise. And then just, like, use Arch of Orazca to get sweet, sweet value. I kind of want to kill the freebooter. I'm still going to do it for 5. Because my opponent could have some sort of buff spell. And I'd rather the freebooter not get buffed out of damage. Like, I could have done it for 2, and then I've only been left with, like, 4 mana, I think. So I wouldn't even have been able to use Explosion for much. I could have used Expansion, if my opponent ends up casting, like, a Vraska's Contempt or something, but, yep. Alright, cool. So in that matchup, we probably would have brought in the Rebuke and the Pirates thingy, cannon thing. Yeah. Not sure what we would have taken out. Probably the Expansion Explosions, just because I don't think they're going to do much. This hand is fine. We're going second, which is always lame. But we're going to go on and lead off with Hinterland Harbor. Ooh, okay. Aggro, let's see how we can do. We do have Blink of an Eye. If we need it. But the plan is to Rejuvenator and hopefully get something going on. Steamkin, so we're probably going to Blink of an Eye that Steamkin. Please stop hitting me. Next. Yeah, I don't want to Blink of an Eye this Steamkin just yet. And he should be over here. I'm not sure if I should Gift the Paradise or Rejuvenator. I think I prefer the Rejuvenator. I think I prefer the Rejuvenator because it is a body. Darn. I was hoping my opponent cast other things. They can just recast the Steamkin. But it does save 2 damage. And kind of forces their hand. Yep. So we'll definitely Crag up here. Rejuvenator might miss, but I think Rejuvenator is better because Gift of Paradise could be used immediately. That is nice to see. So next turn we can Rejuvenator into Thaumatic Compass. 1, 2, 3 on this. That would be 2. Yep, okay. Shock on that. Kind of bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, not doing too bad. I assume they're going to have like a lightning strike here. But our opponent is running relatively low. Yeah, lightning strike on resources. So we're going to go and take 6 here, go down to 8. Then back up to 11 with gift. A little unfortunate that we didn't draw another land. But we should be more or less okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Darn. So there's pretty much, since we didn't draw land, there's not really a way that we can Star of Extinction on our following turn, which would have been very helpful. Alright. We're not dead though, right? 6, 7? No. We could be. We're at 2. Really needed a Pelakka Wurm. To be fair, we wouldn't be able to cast Pelakka Wurm. And we're dead. Yep. Needed a bit more land. Tom Collins. Is that a music person? Alright, cool. We get to go first. We have Llanowar Elf into Rejuvenator. Seems decent. Our opponent also probably going to think that we're something else. Which is always nice. A little bit of deception here and there. A little bit of Monica in my life. Tom Collins. Tom Collins. Well, okay, it's a drink. Am I dumb? Was it a drink the entire time? Let's get some ramp going on. Heck yeah, let's get a Sulfur Falls in there. Alright, I'm seeing only a drink. So apparently this person likes the Tom Collins. Playing Golgari. I see trees are green. 4 mana, 4 mana, 4 mana. I can do this, and I can play both. 1, 2, 3 on that. Yeah, okay. Pay 2 life. And 1, 2. I think I have plenty of red, so I'd rather put it on the red land. I mean, as you can see, like, we're just, like, ramping like a madman. Our opponent is on 2, and we are now on, well, it depends on whether or not we get this, but a bunch. And then we have Chemister's Insight to draw more cards, which is, like, the entire point. I'll get another Forest. Then we'll attack for 1, and we're looking decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... We have 5 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we can cast for 7. So I think we're gonna Thaumatic Compass get a land. Jailer Ranger, sure. nice 3-drop on turn 3. I'm over here galaxy braining it on Chemister's Insight, and plus Thaumatic Compass. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just want the new set. Darn it. Yeah, I think we're gonna Thaumatic Compass. Gonna Galaxy Brain a Forest. Gonna Galaxy play the Forest. Gonna play this. We could, like, lose our entire board to nonsense, but I have Chemister's Insight, so I don't care. Oh, you blocked my Llanowar Elf. I have plenty of land. I don't need this. So next turn we can Insight and Compass and flip Compass, and it'll be great. Gonna Insight first because we could just get a land and we might rather do something else. Wow, Measly Wildgrowth Walker? Pff, weak. I assume they're gonna play the Memorial. Interesting. Oh, Branch Walker. Alright. That is very reasonable. Oh, they're gonna keep the Bronnet on the top, thinking they're gonna kill my Compass. Guess what? You're not gonna kill my Compass. Because my Compass is going to flip. Play this. So we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That needs 7. So do I Insight again? Or do I just play this? I think I just played this. Oh, and this will flip, so I'll actually be able to Chemister's Insight. All right. No. Oops. That was almost bad. All right, so I do have Arch. Probably don't need it. I can Insight end of turn, since I do have Llanowar Elves, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You could theoretically Fine Broker loop with Folly. All right, might as well double block with Branch Walker, or double block the Branch Walker. And I see no problem taking 2 since I'm at 24. This is definitely going to be a game in which I require Star of Extinctions. I do think I want to save those for potential Carnage Tyrants, just because I've seen a lot of Golgari decks on the Carnage Tyrant version, as opposed to the Planeswalker version. Especially since this one is playing Golgari Finebroker. I feel in my bones that they're going to be playing the Carnage Tyrant version. Sure, that's fine. Now, are you going to immediately try and blow something up? Cough, cough, do it. I dare ya. Alright, decides not to. Go ahead and draw some cards. Yeah, cool, Banefire. Oh, cool, Sulfur Falls. I think I want to save Sulfur Falls. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I could Banefire them for a little bit. But I think I'd rather play out the Rejuvenator, see if I get some more value. I think I'm going to keep the Sulfur Falls. Getting Arch of Orazca seems decent. I might as well cast it now. Not really a reason not to, I don't think. Alright, that's another thing that we can just dump to the Chemister site. So, I mean, we're sitting pretty, looking at significantly more value than our opponent. And we just pass the turn. Play the waiting game until we just Banefire our opponent's face for a bunch. Wild Growth Walker could be annoying. We could theoretically have killed Wild Growth Walker, but they have Memorial to Folly, and I'm not too worried about anything. Are you really going to Prontodon one of my... Sure, I mean, it's what you want to do. That's absolutely fine with me. And for what it's worth, this turn I can Spires the Wild Growth Walker, since I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. I don't know. I had no idea like any of the rest of that song. So my opponent could Memorial to Folly his... I guess he could just try Infinite Value with Fine Broker and Folly, but... My opponent's got to do something good. They've got to, like, start threatening me here. Ash Trophy. That instead of the draw? Sure, I guess. I have, what, 2 more in the deck? So, I'm fine with that. I probably should have gotten an island. Go and do this. Drop this. Yeah, my opponent's not putting, like, any pressure on me. Especially since I got that sweet expansion explosion. Oh, and the Pelakka Wurm, too! Ugh, so good. We will play the Forest. Do we want to just Explosion, though? Because we could Explosion end of turn into Banefire. I guess that's the correct play. Ugh, fine. I know, I would... Pelakka Wurm's more fun, but I think it is correct to just Explosion them in the face and then, you know, have them die. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. You can gain 6 life. Pretty sure you're still gonna die. Let me do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 9. It's 9 damage this turn. Taking them down to 16, 15. And then can I ban for them for that much? I don't think I can, actually. It's fine. Everything's fine. But I think it is 9. 1, 2... Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Oh, look at all that value. Guess I could Star of Extinction. Seems decent. But let me just double check on my mana real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, darn, 2 away. So I guess I'm going to Star of Extinction. And let's blow that up. Wait, that was a mistake. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, if they had enough mana to activate this, that would have been a mistake, because then the board wouldn't have been wiped. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Everyone's good. We're all good. So I could Pelakka Wurm here. Or I could be a mad lad and, like, Circuitous Routes the hell out of my deck. I will Pelakka Wurm. I gotta give the people what they want to see. And that's gotta be a giant worm. Alright, we don't need this, and we don't need this. Alright, opponent should be dead next turn. Incredibly rude. I don't think I can kill my opponent anymore. To be fair, they are doing nothing to threaten me. I am kind of disappointed. We're going to just get everything out of our deck. Probably should Rejuvenator first, but you know what? Who cares? I guess I'm just going to hold up Arch of Orazca. Sure. This is stupid. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, my opponent is exactly dead. Oh, wow. Nice Carnage Tyrant going on there. It's too bad you were deceased now. Just make sure to go over here to 17. How much did we have to spare? We had 1 to spare. We didn't need to get a land. Cool, you're dead. Ramp is fun. Ramp, it's fun playing big things, especially against a meta deck, right? That was Golgari Midrange. I don't usually see thrashing Bronodons in midrange, but other than that, I mean, everything seemed to be relatively normal, and we beat them. So, I still don't want to come up against Drakes. I don't know if we'll beat them. I just don't like it. I should probably shut up about Drakes now. I'm alienating my audience. We need another land, but we are going second, and we do at least have Blink of an Eye. I'm a greedy man, and greedy men like to keep. We are running 25 lands. We're going second, so we get to draw. We have 2 draw steps. I think with 2 draw steps, we should be all right. Wait, 1, 2. No, we have 3 draw steps. And we got there on the first. Hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah. So we're going up against blue-black, though. So this is Thought Erasure. No, it's Discovery. I thought it was MasterCard. That was a terrible, terrible joke. All right, are we gonna lie to our opponent? Eh, might as well. We can still play the Rootbound Crag on tap. Yeah, sure. Then we Elvish Rejuvenator into a land. Then we Chemister's Insights. Seems decent. This might get countered. But even if it does, we have Chemister's Insight, so it's fine. Yep, looks like it getting countered. Reasonable. Yeah, sure. I don't care too much about that. It does seem to just be blue-black for now. Yeah, it just seems to be blue-black for now. Disinformation campaign's a little annoying. I'm not sure if we just drop Star of Extinction or Blink of an Eye. I think I'd rather have double Extinction just in case this gets blown up at some point. Ooh, I really want to play the Llanowar Elf, but at the same time, Chemister's Insight I think is better. Yeah, I want to say Insight's better. Tomb Whisper, incredibly rude. Oh, I didn't draw the land. Well, like plenty of Star of Extinctions. And unfortunately, I can't play both of my Llanowar Elves, so I'll play this one, and I guess I'll Chemister's Insight the other one, and try to just have the world burn, I guess? I'm gonna do this now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I still need to top deck a land in order to Star of Extinction. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. I can't sing. That last note was killer. Yeah, campaign, that's fine. I will get rid of Rejuvenator, I guess. Oh no, good thing I have a bunch of them. So if I top deck a land, I at least get to blow up Doom Whisper. Banefire, I think, is a reasonable choice, because that was my main win condition. Yeah, it seems like discard decks kind of do a number on this one. Problem is I need to top deck a land. Please, land. I hate you so much. Well, we'll be able to do it next turn. Let's get a forest and forest. Let's play a Thaumatic Compass. I'm actual Salt. I'm PJ Salt. Ah, darn. Well, I mean, this flips, so we're at least not going to take damage from Doom Whisper. That is one reconciling fact. Darn. Pier's Dimir control is a bit difficult. I mean, that's why you just bring in really annoying creatures. As well as additional ways to burn them to death. Because I do think Star of Extinction is just not very strong against Dimir. So I think you just bring in the Inescapable Blazes and just cut some Star of Extinctions. Yeah, I mean, that seems reasonable to me. The problem is that my opponent knows that I'm on triple Star of Extinction, and I can cast one, and I'm willing to bet that they have another Sinister Sabotage in their hand, and I'm probably screwed. Or they're just gonna recast this and make it so I have no cards left? I guess. I mean, I'm fine with that, I think. Yeah, alright. I mean, that's reasonable. Alright, so I only get one star off. Another compass. Well, I can't really use it. Oh, I can. Okay. Right. Just triple check. I have 2 extra mana. Cool. The salt would have been incredibly real if this didn't work properly. And sweet, now I have the thing, so I can start drawing with Arch of Orazca. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Water Grave, I guess. Doom Whisperer will die. I assume he's going to minus once more. Nope. Decides to stay at 16. I think that's reasonable, to be honest. This will flip. Yeah, no, essentially I just need to keep drawing value. The Arch of Orazca, I think, is what is potentially going to save me, and the fact that I have double Spires so that they're going to have a little bit of a tough time actually killing me. Yeah, so even if it's just Doom Whispers, right, as long as I essentially just play everything I draw, I should be okay. I do want to save that, though. So we'll cast this. No, I guess I wouldn't have been able to use it anyway. Let's get, I don't know, red and a blue. But yeah, I mean, we pretty much just cast everything we play and hope for the best. Get to a point where our opponent just can't really do anything. Oh, it's a Surveil deck. I didn't realize that. So that might be difficult, but it's going to take them a little while to get to that point, unless they want to, like, burn themselves to death, which they might. But even then, I do have double Spires, so he's going to need quite a bit larger of a board. And no, I guess that's all of my stars, unfortunately. If I had more stars, then I'd be able to do something, but I don't. So let us Rejuvenator, because we might as well. Thins our deck a tad bit, and it is a chump blocker. Cool, cool. So we have access to Arch as well as both. Cool. Alright. That's fine. So yeah, I do get a chump on here, and then I shade the other two. I mean, if we just top deck our second Banefire, our opponent's just dead. Okay, I guess not yet. They'd be at 3. How many does it have to be at? Okay. So they'd be at what, 1 now? Alright, so my opponent has playing a bit of a dangerous game. Because I could theoretically draw into Banefire and then top deck a land. Oop. Block. Can I do things before damage? Thank you. I was a little scared, not gonna lie. I guess I'll untap that one first. And then untap this one. And I take no damage. Yeah, so I can draw into Banefire, top deck a land, in either order, and then my opponent will be dead. I guess they could Vraska's Contempt something in response, which is, it's absolutely a thing they could do. Blink of an Eye is decent. Helps me out. Also draws a card. I still think I use it instant speed. I don't think it's correct to use at sorcery speed. Yeah, I don't think it is. Because I would rather them just like waste mana on their turn, so that if I do draw into Banefires, then I will be able to actually kill my opponent. So feel free to go to attackers, and I think it's correct to bounce the Phantasm. So we're gonna do this first, I guess. I need to tap this by myself because I don't trust the game. This could, of course, mean that we end up discarding whatever we draw, which could be a problem if it's the Banefire, I guess. Sabotage? Sure. So I'll take 5 here. No, I'll take 6. Let's see, my opponent could do this 5 times? Interesting. So my opponent could do this 5 times, right? And these will get 5 counters on them. I guess if I'm taking 6 either way, there's no reason to potentially take extra damage. Because I technically could have had the debate, but yeah, campaign. Okay, so if I do draw into land Banefire, then there's essentially nothing they can do. Alright, Circuitous Routes is not what I wanted. Mountain, also not what I wanted. Not dead yet, though. Real darn close. Alright, I'm 2 away. Luckily, Dimir, not known for its burst. Gonna be slightly longer of a video, just because of the Dimir at the end here. But once again, I aspires this, because my opponent could easily murder me. And I aspires this, because once again, my opponent could easily murder me. So hopefully we just go to 2. And nothing else. Ow. Alright. I would love to draw my Banefire, please. That's not a Banefire. Also not a Banefire. I hate you so... well... This does save me. If it resolves, which I doubt it will. So I think I'm going to cast this, because it also saves me. But my opponent might counter it. Alright, they didn't counter this. That's going to go ahead and come in tapped. Please don't counter and kill. They can counter or kill, but they can't do both. Oh, fudge. Ah, gosh dang it. Yeah, I think my opponent has me. Yeah, because then they counter, and then they probably have a kill spell for Rejuvenator. Darn. No, I mean they have to have the kill spell. The likelihood that they don't is real slim. Yep. Darn. Oh, that's disappointing. I think we probably have a decent game there. We definitely have a fantastic game 2 and 3 because of just the sheer amount of nonsense we bring in. But unfortunately, the discard got us. All right, as I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys have any ideas on how to make a Vivictus Itali, like, mostly permanence deck, I did end up running Ritual Soot because I kind of needed to. But, you know, if you guys have any ideas for that, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons for their continued support, especially Salamander and Zaraga. If you'd like to join them in supporting the channel, you'll find links to that down in the description below, as well as links to our Discord server, where we talk about Magic and a bunch of other nonsense. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, please do head on over to EzMoj's channel. I'll link in the description down below. And check out what he does, and give him some tips. Yeah. Did I already say that? I have no idea. We're not professional. Tap that like button, add a subscription to your Mana Fool, and cast a comment down in the comment section down below. Until next time, all be one.